Horns up and welcome to a brand new episode of Headbanger's Kitchen. It looks like Thai food month is not over yet. Last week I made a recipe for Tom Yum soup, and in that recipe I used this particular Thai chili paste, and I mentioned to you guys that this actually has some sugar in it, but because it was a small portion used in a large amount of soup, we could let it pass. But I asked if you would like me to make a proper keto version of this chili paste, and you guys said yes. So here I am today trying to recreate this chili paste. So I looked up the recipe for this chili paste online and I found many different versions of it, and some of them had ingredients like shrimp paste and galangal and a whole bunch of other stuff. And I decided that I will only use the ingredients at the back of this box. So today I'm going to try and recreate this Thai chili paste and make it 100% keto friendly. Anyway, enough jibber jabber, let's get cooking. So the first thing I'm going to do is take some dried red chilies and cut off the stems from them. Now I'm using just regular Indian dried red chilies because I ran out of Thai chilies to use, and I guess you could use any dried red chili you like, but remember the Thai red chilies will give you a more authentic taste. Of course, after cutting the stems off, I'm also going to take out some of the seeds from the chilies because these chilies have a lot of seeds. I'm not taking all of them off, but just some of them. Anyway, once I've done that, my chilies are ready. Now I'm going to get a wok on the stove and I'm going to add in my chilies, and I want to basically toast the chilies or dry roast the chilies in the wok. So heat it on a medium flame and just give it a good mix every now and then. You don't want the chilies to burn, but you just want them to start to release their oils and the aroma. So give it all a good mix, and once those chilies are nice and toasted, take them and set them aside. Now into that same wok I'm going to add in about 50 grams of Thai shallots. You can also use regular shallots, no problem. Or is it shallots? No, shallots. And I'm also going to throw in some garlic, and then you're just going to dry roast these as well. So once again, keep them moving in the pan. You don't want them to get burnt, and just cook them for a minute or two till they start to get some color. And once that's happened, you can just take them off and put them in a bowl and set them aside. So I thought I'd be all authentic and use the mortar and pestle for this recipe, but then I remembered what happened to me while I made the Thai red curry paste. So I decided against it and stuck with my NutriBullet. So into my food processor, I put those toasted dried red chilies. I put in the shallots and garlic. I put in a tablespoon of fish sauce. I put in some peanut butter as well, and I'll explain that on the blog post on headbangerskitchen.com. I also put in some stevia for sweetness and about a tablespoon of water to help it blend. And then I gave it all a good blitz. And if you notice, the color slowly changes as it blitzes and those chilies get ground up. Anyway, once that was done, I got my wok back on the stove and I poured out that chili paste. And then I made sure to rinse my blender and get every last bit of that paste into the wok. And then you just want to fry this in the wok, and you want to let it sort of dry up basically. So give it all a good mix and let it cook for a bit. And then you want to throw in about 60 ml of oil. Now I'm using a very neutral olive oil, but you can use any oil you like. And then now I decided to use my splatter screen because this will splatter a fair bit, and I didn't want it to mess up my kitchen. So anyway, you want to just let this cook on a medium heat, and you want to every once in a while open it up and give it a good stir. And what's going to happen is a lot of the water is going to cook out, and you want this to sort of become like jammy almost. Think of it as a Thai chili jam almost. So anyway, you got to let it cook for a good 10 to 15 minutes on a medium flame. Remember, keep opening it up, keep giving it a good stir, and you'll see it start to thicken and become jam-like. So anyway, once that is done cooking, I think that's fine, so I'm going to turn the heat off. Now I felt that this needed a bit more sweetness, so I added some stevia, and I also added a little bit of salt and gave it all one final good mix. And then I just poured it out into a jar, and oh yeah, that looks pretty good, and our Thai chili sauce is ready. Now I also decided to compare it to the original one, so I took a little bit out in a plate, and yep, you can see the difference. Mine is much darker and not as red, it's more brown, but hey, as long as it tastes good, that's all that matters. Anyway, enough jibber jabber, time to taste. Hey guys, so the chili paste is done, and as you saw, there was a difference in my chili paste and the one from the can. Obviously the one from the can has got a brighter red to it. It's got more I think seeds of the chili in it, and it looks like it might have been done in a mortar and pestle, so it's not as fine as my chili paste is. But you know what, I'm going to do a comparison. I'm going to taste them both. Yes, I'm tasting chili paste, little bit, not a huge amount, small teensy. Their chili paste is not very hot, as I mentioned the last episode when I used it. It's just very sweet and very like jammy, like the sugar in it has caramelized, and it's like a not really chili jam. Whereas my paste, let me taste now. Oh wow, whoa. My chili paste has got a kick. Yep, those chilies were fiery. Obviously I'm getting the sweetness of the stevia that I added, and it's going to be really good to flavor something with. I mean, I can totally see this being great in the soup, as well as you could marinate some chicken with this chili paste. You could use it in stir fries. You could throw a dollop of it in your fried rice and you'd have a chili fried rice. So I'm quite excited at by the results, and they taste very different in the sense that this one is really sweet. And yeah, I don't know, I hope some of you are going to try to make this. Let me know your thoughts once you do make it, and also let me know how you're going to use the chili paste. You know, if I get some recipe ideas, that'll be great, because I got a whole jar of this chili paste now. Anyway, that's enough jibber jabber from me. I will see you on the next episode of Headbanger's Kitchen. Cheers and keep cooking. Recreate this with the ingredients given here. So no shrimp paste, no kaffir lime leaves, no what is the other ingredient I said? Galangal. And now this chili paste, I look up using only the ingredients given at the back of this box. So that's what we're going to do. So that's what we're going to do today. Anyway, enough jibber jabber, let's get cooking.